Well, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Saturday morning ritual. Oh, it has been quite the morning already. Do you ever feel like your body is just snoozing at the desk party? Well, get ready to wake it up with a burst of snacker size magic. Yes, we're talking snacker size today because I love the word. It's so much fun. It's absolutely, it makes me smile. That's all I can say. We're serving up bite-sized exercises perfect for those micro moments, throughout your day whenever you just need a little bit of oomph. So say goodbye to the sedentary blues and hello to a healthier, happier you. Good morning. Hello, Missy, and hello, Cheryl. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The snacker size, these little micro moments can make for macro results. So it's time to snack a little bit and sweat a little bit, one delightful move at a time. Who said that fitness can't be fun? Because we're going to make it fun. It's a snacker size party. Yay! But we're not working out today. We're just talking about it. But I encourage you to work out later. But before we get into all of that, of course, we got to play. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not ready. I'm not ready at all. Oh, no. Ah, it's just terrible. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Misty. How are you doing? Are you ready for this exciting day that we have today? Oh, are you excited for this wonderful, lovely, exciting day? Because it's going to be a great day today. It sure is. It is going to be the most excellent day for sure. Okay, now we're ready. We got to play the little intro. Yay! There we go. It's Saturday morning ritual. We have so much fun. We are just going to be having all the fun today in the Saturday morning ritual. But first, we got to do the brain body connection just to kind of wake ourselves up, get our blood pumping, get our blood flowing. Movement is our first language. That's, whenever we can't speak, we communicate with our body language, with all of that fun stuff. So we got to do that. And it also, brain body connection, the neural pathways, it helps to kind of help with learning and thought and curiosity and creativity and intelligence and all those fun words. So we got to do a little bit of exercise just to get our day going this morning. So today, it's great to see, and well, I guess I can't see you. It's great to see the words that you type in the chat. It's great to see the words that you type in the chat. We're just going to do squats for 1 minute. However you like to do squats, get up, do some squats. If you don't want to get up and do some squats, just do some fist pumps or something. But we got to get our bodies moving. We got to move and groove. So here we go.
Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Come move your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Hey, come move your body. There's no fire without smoke. I ain't letting you go. I can see you buzzing like you can't say no. There's no fire without smoke. I ain't letting you go. Go, 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 go. Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Come move your body.
Welcome.
Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Hey, come move your body. Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Come move your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Hey, come move your body.
Yay! We can move our bodies. So much fun to move our bodies. Just what's next? That's for a little bit. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Oh my gosh. Just a little bit of movement to get our day moving and grooving, make us feel alive and awake and all the good things. I'm so glad you're here because community is so important to me. This is part of the ritual. And just, I want everyone to feel support and to feel safe here. This is a place that we can connect with one another, feel a sense of belonging. Sometimes, whenever we're trying to lose weight, we can feel a little bit isolated at times. So, this way, it's a place for us to share. There can be influence that we share. Maybe we can help motivate one another, invest in our well being, bring about positive change. We can learn from one another. We can share. It is so helpful to have a community of supportive people. So that's what I want this to be. So, first up in the daily and Saturday morning ritual is we're going to talk about our non-scale victories for the week. Anybody have any non-scale victories that they want to share? Any non-scale victories that you would like to share? I will not be sharing any non-scale victories or pitfalls for this week because I have a big video coming out later this week and I want to talk about it in the video, and I don't want to do any spoilers because then you won't watch the video. So I can't share my non-scale victories and I can't share my pitfalls today. So I really need you guys to let me know what your non-scale victories are. And that's what we're going to start with. We're getting started with non-scale victories. So we've got, yay, continuing to get dressed every single day. That is excellent. Excellent. So which way do I need to move? I never know my right to my left. So you guys got fun animal activity behind me that you can watch while we're chatting today. So checking out, looking, protecting me, I guess, over there, looking out the window. You did good with the little cups of water. Yes, I was curious how that went for you. Because I love little cups of water. I think it's easier to drink little cups of water than it is to drink big cups of water. And it's I was thinking about it. And because we're talking about snacker size today, it's snacker size, water, rest, wash hands, repeat. Snacker size, water, rest, wash hands, repeat. So I think it's fun. Fur babies. Yes, fur babies. There's also going to be a video on this nice little contraption behind me. So be sure to watch out for that because Deanna got in a little bit of a creative mood and spent way too much time on fun activities that bring her joy. And that's always a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I don't know. Maybe it is. Or maybe it's not. Who knows? I think my non-scale victory is mostly mindset. Yes. And getting a coach. Yes. Accountability, coaches. I always cheer for both of those things. I think that having a coach is a game changer. I think accountability is so very important. If we were just always good at keeping ourselves accountable, we're accountable to paying our bills because you know why? Because they're going to turn the electric off. They're going to turn the water off. They're going to kick us out of our place if we don't pay our bills. But so, with weight loss, what's the repercussions if we don't do it? There really isn't any other than you stay the weight that you are. No one's going to come and take your house away. No one's going to, shut, your stuff down if you don't do it. So there's no, accountability. If you don't go to your job, you're going to get fired, then you're not going to get a paycheck. Then you can't do all those other things. So they keep us, doing those things. How do we keep in line with our personal goals unless we have an accountability partner that really helps out into keeping us? It's very, very important. Having a good coach is important. And you know what? It's hard to find a good coach. To find a coach that you trust, that you believe in, that motivates you, not pisses you off, motivates you, is supportive. You might have to try out a few different coaches before you find the coach that's for you, before you find the one that makes your heart sing. And nobody can be offended by that because everybody's so different. But be sure that you have to try out a few different coaches. If you're the one that you're working with isn't working out for you, it might just be a personality conflict. Who knows? But it might be the methodology. So there's so many factors in that, and you just have to be curious. Just have to be curious. Good point on the Bills example, and that just came randomly out of my head just this morning. Just came randomly out of my head. So what about so part of the Saturday morning ritual is I want to encourage you to take a moment and really reflect on both your victories and your pitfalls. So we're going to take a little moment to do a journaling break. You don't have to journal. If you just want to sit and think about it in your head for a minute, that is perfectly acceptable. If you want to write down on paper, that is perfectly acceptable. If you want to pull up, something electronically and write something down, perfectly acceptable. There's no wrong way to do this. But I want you to think about your non-scale victory, what you did right, and how does it make you feel? What were the benefits of that non-scale victory? What encouraged you to do that? What kept you accountable for that? So thinking about your victories, today we want to journal about how did they make you feel, and do your victories inspire you to keep going? And if so, why or why not? Why or why not? I had to watch dogs this morning not dogs, cats. I had to go feed some cats and let them out this morning from 8:15 to 8:45. And that just left me a little bit behind schedule. But anyway, I want you to journal about those things. Here's the questions once again. I think, no. There we go. All better. Think about it for a second. Write it down. What you gotta do. Yes. Yay. Awesome. Awesome. I hope you guys took some time out just to, think about that for a minute. Now let's talk about our pitfalls of the week. Did you have any setbacks? Did you have anything that, tripped you up? Did you have anything that was hard to do? Anything you want to share with us? I know that we were coming off of Thanksgiving weekend, and sometimes with Thanksgiving, you're so good on Thursday and you're so good on Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, you just feel like you need this relief, or you just didn't plan ahead because you're so busy thinking about the holiday that you didn't plan for after the holiday. And then things get a little bit off. Did anybody experience anything like that? Anybody experience anything like that? I know that I have experienced that in the past. So I always know that I have to plan for the whole time, especially, you get caught up in, shopping and whatnot, and time gets away from you. And oh man, you get so hungry to the point that you're like, I don't even care what we eat, but I got to eat now. And then you make, terrible decisions. there's all kinds of different ways that we can have, pitfalls, especially after Thanksgiving. Just the relief from not being with family anymore can sometimes lead people to overeat a little bit. Any pitfalls that you would like to share? You guys were just perfect and amazing and awesome, and you did everything that you were supposed to do excellently. Everything excellently. Well, I love to hear that. That's amazing. That's freaking awesome that you guys were just so better. I should have been done. There we go. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it so very much. Should have done better at my first of many holiday parties last night. I had 2 glasses of wine and some foods that I didn't plan for. That doesn't sound too bad. We want to let our pitfalls go. It's really important to take what we can from them, learn from them, but, let go of them. So many times they can kind of just get caught up in holding us down a little bit. So it's important to just, acknowledge it, say, what can I learn from this? Move on from it, and don't make it mean so much about you. A lot of times whenever we do these things, what we want to do is think that it means something about us, like, oh, I'll never be able to do this. I just don't have enough willpower. I'll never be able to learn things. I'm always going to be the list of things, but you strive for perfection. We all do. I think we all do at times. We all strive for perfection. We all do. It's not a bad thing, but it's okay. And it's like, if we're being honest with us, if we were, a football player or something and we had a big game, we're going to review the tapes and we're going to say, oh, well, this is what I could have done better. There's always something that we could have improved upon. And it's not a bad way to look at things to say, I could have improved on things, as long as we're not making it mean all kinds of things about us. Sometimes they're just things that, we can't control. Not to say that we can't control ourselves, because we can, but sometimes there's things that we can't control. What I want you to leave this conversation today feeling is that you're strong enough to handle whatever comes at you. If you think back into your life, I want you to think about all the, harsh times that you've had, or all the challenging things that you've gotten through that made you a better person, Oh, yeah, I got too hungry before you went, so I ate off. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And things that you had a warning. Your lesson here was listen to the coach. Listen to your coach. So many people that's so common that we don't want to eat before we go, and then we get way too hungry, and it's like floodgates are open. But it's a learning experience. Like Misty says right here, it'll help you remember the next time. So we're just going to take a short little moment to ask ourselves, some important questions about this, and journal for a minute. Think about it. Here we go. We're going to have some fun with this. Yes, we are. Blah, blah, blah.
Trust that have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too. If not says who, yeah, you can make it too. If not says who, you can make it.
So today we are talking about, it's time for the topic of the week. My favorite time, we're talking about the topic of the week. Yes, sneaky fitness hacks. That was the whole title. That's what got you in here to watch this lovely video today. Sneaky fitness hacks, the power of stealthy moves. Did you ever, just want to be able to sneak some fitness into your life? Because I can grant wishes, No, seriously. Being sneaky about fitness is really just about snacker size. So what is snacker size? Snacker size is just like small increments of fitness built into your day multiple times throughout the day. It just makes it easier to get up and get moving and to keep that energy up and flowing and whatnot. So research has shown that sitting for long periods of time it's linked to, a whole bunch of health concerns and obesity, increased blood pressure, high blood sugar, excess body fat around the waist, and unhealthy cholesterol levels that make up metabolic syndrome. Too much sitting overall and prolonged periods of sitting also seem to increase the risk of death from cardiovascular disease and cancer. That's all from the Mayo Clinic. That's why it's important to move throughout our day. We don't want to sit for extended long periods of time. It's just what happens whenever we sit too long. You could get back pain from long hours of sitting. It can strain your back, leading to discomfort. Poor circulation can hinder blood flow, potentially causing issues like deep vein thrombosis and swollen legs. You can get tight hips for sitting for extended periods of time. It's going to limit your range of motion and cause discomfort. Weight gain is a part of, a sedentary lifestyle. Muscle atrophy, unused muscles can weaken. We don't want any of that. Increased risk of chronic disease, heart disease, diabetes, certain types of cancer, poor posture, weakened core muscles, mental fatigue. Do you ever just, get tired, reduce cognitive function? And then also your digestion. Sitting for extended periods of time can compress your abdomen and lead to digestive issues, including slow digestion. So there's so many reasons why we don't want to sit too long. We need to set reminders on our phone to get up and move. My Fitbit beeps at me if I don't get 250 steps in an hour, trying to remind me, hey, you need to get up and get some movement in. And I think that snacker size is a great way. So snacker size, like I said, it's just a few minutes of exercise. It could be anything. Going for a walk, dancing, standing at your desk, even. If you're on the phone, can you stand up and be on the phone? Think about different ways that you can just move your body just a little bit. And there have even been some studies that show that if that short burst of exercise is more intense, like something that's gonna get you sweating just a smidge, or get you your heart pumping even faster, is really, really, really good for you. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Don't be an active couch potato. Try a snacker size. I love that. That's a commercial. Yes, I love it. Oh my gosh, my Fitbit helps me remember. Yes, it does. It's a good reminder. And instead of saying, I'll get to that in a minute, we got to get up and do it. So the benefits of, moving our bodies, it can boost your productivity. So that's an awesome thing. It just, kind of wakes you up a little bit. revs up your metabolism. It can help your mood. Oh my gosh, so many times I've used it to help just boost my mood. Like I'm starting to get there goes Chance. He's playing. Yay. Um, but there's all kinds of benefits to doing a little bit of snackercise, to getting in those micro movements. You know, they're helpful. They're going to give you macro results. So what are some ways that we could possibly get in some snackercise? So last year, I was feeling silly and I did these like little Christmas songs, snackercise to Christmas songs, and I wore a different outfit in every one. And some of the exercises are with weights, and some of the exercises aren't with weights, and some of them make you laugh, and some of them don't, and some of them I'm very uncoordinated in, and some of them I am coordinated in. You never know what you're going to get, but I'll be posting them in my community tab every day for until Christmas, so you can snackercise. And if you want a really long video, you can do the whole playlist if you wanted to. That is one great way to get in some snackercise. And it says snackercise right on the thumbnail, so you know you're doing snackercise. But there's some other ways that you can also do some snackercise throughout your day. Anybody want to give me any tips? Any ways that we can get in some snackercise? I'd love to hear from you guys on how to get in snackercise. But one way is desk chair squats. So you just stand up from your chair and you lower yourself back down and repeat. And you're just doing like little mini squats. It's just one way, especially if you're kind of tied to your desk and you can't really, go anywhere. It's a good way to at least, get up and get some movement in and get that blood pumping a little bit. Another great thing to do is to do some cubicle calf raises. So you just, stand up and then you're just going to get up on your tippy toes and then lower yourself back down. Get back up on your tippy toes and lower yourself back down. It's just, let your calves take a little elevator ride. And it's a great workout to kind of strengthen those calf muscles up. And I think it feels good to do calf raises. I like them. You could do keyboard crunches. And I'm not talking about carrots. I'm talking about, where you actually like crunching, not on carrots at all. Not on carrots. No. Just engage your core. Pretend you're crunching. Bring your knees towards your chest while you're seated. Just, pulling those abs, little keyboard crunches. Okay, I'm not consult your doctor before doing any exercises, blah, blah, blah. Got to put in the disclaimer because everybody needs a disclaimer these days for everything. I am not a professional, blah, blah, blah. You could do like lunges to fill up your water cup. Lunge right, lunge left, lunge right with your water cup. Try not to spill it. Be fun. You could do some wall sits. Just sit against it, knees bent at a 90-degree angle. See how long you can sit there for. And you're not doing work while you're doing it. Bonus. Yes. Little mental break as well. Little mental break. Maybe you're lucky enough you have a park nearby. Can you do some park bench dips? Or if you work from home like me, I can just, go to the bed over there and just do some dips on the side of it. I can do some wall push-ups. I can do some regular push-ups. There's so many things, so many ways to get some activity in. You could just play a favorite song and dance. There's no right way to do it. But the thing is that we should be getting up and moving throughout the day. And one thing that I know for a fact, so I have this big goal, 370,000 steps every single month for the year of 2023 is my big goal. That's the target. To get 370,000 steps in a month is a little over 12,000 steps per day, depending on how many days there are in the month, blah, blah, blah. To get that many steps, I could do it in, one fell swoop. I could do it in 2 different walks throughout the day. But I found that by doing snacker size throughout the day, it makes hitting that target so much easier. Just taking a break, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, whatever minutes wherever, and then it adds up throughout the day. It's just, grows. It's so awesome. It's so awesome. Fall in love with Cheryl's couch potato advent calendar. We shall see what today's mini exercise will be. Yes, we shall see. These are all great ideas. Thank you. Oh, yes, definitely. Options, options, options. Always options. It's always good to have options. So the key to snacker size is that I just got totally lost. The key to snacker size is to keep it light, keep it enjoyable, make it something fun. You want to, mix and match on different exercises. You want it to just be the feast of fun fitness, because it really is. Like in 3 minutes, it's going to be fun. It's going to be, just something to kind of boost everything, your mind, your body, your spirit, all the stuff, right? So what do you guys think? Are you ready to add snacker size into your life? It's a really sneaky way to add stuff in, but I think that it's awesome to set a reminder on your calendar. I also think it's excellent to track it as a habit. Say, okay, I want to do this 3 times, say, throughout the day. Because if you're just getting started, you want to start at a low number. Once you become a professional at hitting that number, then you can increase how many you're going to do. But let's just start at an easy, doable target. Maybe you want to just start with 1. I'm going to take 1 snacker size break. You're going to take 1. And whenever you hit that 1, yes, celebrate it. You did it. And once you get good at taking 1 snacker size break, then you make it 2, hit 2. What are we going to do? Anybody want to put it in the comments? Anybody want to put it in the comments? What are we going to do? Once we hit that goal of 2 snacker size breaks, what are we going to do? Watch in the comments just to see. I'll just drink my coffee. Mm-hmm. Looking for a word. Looking for a word. Waiting for somebody to type a word. Celebrate! That's what we do. We celebrate. That was loud, wasn't it? I was so excited. I was like, come on, somebody's going to get it, right? Somebody knows. Yes. Misty for the win. Ah, Misty for the win. We're going to celebrate. We celebrate. And then we go up to 3. Once we hit it 3 times, because we want to remind ourselves that, yes, I like it when I do this. It's positive. It's awesome. When you communicate that to your body, you get a little hit of all the hormones, and it sends a message to your brain that says, that's good. That's good. So we want to do it again. It's so funny. Whenever I drink coffee, of course, when I drink coffee, all the time I'm like, that's so good. Like, how can I give up coffee when every time I take a sip, that sentence is going through my brain? Oh, that's so good. If I did that every single time I was to exercise, I would be an exercise junkie. Exercise junkie, because it communicates to your brain that it is awesome and it is good. Builds the habit. That's right, LB. It builds the habit. We want to build those positive, awesome habits. So It's the Saturday morning ritual where we got to take breaks so that you guys can journal and write things down and make notes of all the fabulous things that we talked about today and stuff that you want to remember. Or maybe you're making your grocery list while we're doing this. I don't know. Who knows? But we're gonna talk about some questions that I want you to answer really quick. So, whoopsie. How can I add snacker size and micro movements into my life, and how will micro movements impact my life? We're gonna do it starting now. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's write. Let's about it. Questions. Oh wait, that was the wrong one.
Now, let's face it, we only got this life to live out. So follow me, I'm ready to go. I'll take the lead, I'm ready to go.
All right, we got to pause it there because I grabbed the wrong video and I thought that I had now put in 4 journaling places and I only have 3. So I don't want to use up the whole song to journal on the exercise because we got to journal after we do our plan for the week. So I hope you wrote down your questions. I hope you wrote down the answers. And I hope you had fun doing it. How are we going to get our snacker size in? So many great ways. Be prepared for the cold weather. I think that definitely in winter, snacker size is so much more important to get that activity in because it just makes it easier. I don't have a treadmill. Also, I don't like walking on a treadmill. I think it is so boring. But I know a lot of people do. No offense. But I just think it makes it easier. Whatever you're doing, these micro movements throughout the day. I remember, when was it? It doesn't matter when it was. There was a challenge to do a whole bunch of squats, 100, 500, I don't know what it was, but it was a whole bunch. And it was the number was the amount that I couldn't do in one setting. I couldn't do it all at the same time. So I had to take little breaks throughout the day to get all of the squats done. Sure, I think the challenge was to do them all at once, but I got them done by taking little mini breaks, doing little micro movements throughout the day, and I got all the squats done. It's just these like little small things. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones, says Confucius. So we just take little stones, and then we're going to move a great big mountain. It's a great way to just kind of, especially if you are not a regular exercise person yet, if you're still working up to get to that point, it's a great way to introduce it into your life, to make it part of your habits and your routines. And while we're talking about habits and routines, think about something that you do all the time. So I was joking earlier about snacker size, water, rest, wash hands, repeat. So you do a little bit of exercise, you get a little bit thirsty, you drink some water, take a little rest, and then before you know it, you got to pee. So that's what the whole wash your hands thing is about. And then you repeat. So I just thought it was funny. But what is something that you do, regularly throughout the day? Is it that you go to the bathroom multiple times during the day? Maybe before or after you go to the bathroom, you could do some jumping jacks. Maybe you could do some lunges. Maybe you could just say, okay, I'm going to, get 500 steps in right now, and then I'll get back to whatever it was that I was doing. They always say take the stairs. You can park farther away whenever you're going, to the store for anything. There's so many ways. Some people are like, when you put your laundry away, you could just put it away one item at a time. Have you ever tried that? Have you ever tried to put your laundry away like one item at a time? Like you go to the dryer and then you fold it and then you go put it away. And then you go back to the dryer and grab one item and then you go and put it away. My brain does not enjoy that at all. It's like, this is so inefficient. It drives me absolutely crazy. I have tried it and it just like, it doesn't work for me because it makes me insane. I'm the person that if I'm walking from one room to another, I'm grabbing the 5 other things that don't belong in that room to carry them into their other room, or at least take them halfway to where they're supposed to be. So that whole like waiting to do that stuff, no, it does not work for me. But that's a way. When you're washing dishes or after you wash dishes, that's a good time. Before I make my meal, I will do some snack exercise. How many times a day do you eat? If you're not on OMAD, maybe you're eating 2 times a day. Maybe you're eating 3 times a day. Some people eat 6 times a day. How much movement is that you could get in just by adding it right before you make your meal? I already hate laundry enough. I'd also be doing 12,000 other things. Yeah, it's like, how can I make this chore less fun? No, I don't. Some people would enjoy that. Me, not so much. Yeah, you gotta do what works for you. That's the whole thing. Everybody's so different. You gotta do what works for you. And I'm sure that, for those people that like to do that while they're doing their laundry, there's somebody out there that's your perfect match. It's just not me. It's just not me. So think about ways that you can get some micro movements in. Think about some ways that you can snack exercise, because it's and say snack exercise. Isn't it just more fun to say than exercise? You're gonna get some snack exercise in. People look at you like, what? What are you doing? It's a fun word, okay? I love fun words. I like fun. I like all that kind of stuff. Hello, Mary. Welcome. Listening while you work. See, we got to multitask because we're the queens of the world. All right. So let's talk about the upcoming week. We got to make a plan. If we plan to fail, we fail. Can I say it wrong every single week? We plan to fail. We fail to plan. Never mind. Anyway, what's the plan for the week? Any challenges? Any exciting outings? It is the season of parties. It is the season of parties. I have a party on Thursday and I have a party on Friday. So I need to have a plan for those parties. What am I going to do? Am I going to make sure that, yes, thank you. Music makes things more fun for me, which is why I liked your musical set. Snacker size. Yes, thank you. It was fun. I so enjoyed making those snacker size videos. I really did. Didn't have time for it this year, but what's your plan? So now that, LB has warned us that we don't want to go to our parties too hungry. We need to, have a plan for that. If I can just, have a hard-boiled egg before I go, that protein is really good and satiating. Maybe that's something to work. You got to know yourself too. Think about yourself. Think about in the past, what have been some obstacles for you. So maybe it's not that you were hungry. Maybe you're a nervous eater and the party makes you nervous. What are ways that you can move around that scenario? Have a good solid plan. Have a good solid plan. So I've got to make good solid plans because I've got all these parties coming up. So that's going to mean that I'm short on time for all of the things that I like to accomplish during the week. So I've got to make a plan for that. How am I going to get my exercise in? Probably with a lot of snacker size, but make a plan for that. Is there anything weather related that's going to, trip you up at all? Sometimes the weather can mess with our plans. We have these great plans and then the weather's like, nope. Food, we always got to make a plan for food. We got to make a plan for activity, all these things. Think about your week. Think about, any challenges. Think about the things that you've learned, and let's just write about it for a quick second. Write about it for a quick second. Here we go.
Bumps in the road, many obstacles. But when we fall, we get up and go, baby. The way they think is paradoxical. Captured you in a foggy cloud, baby. Standing on my toes on the edge, I'm ready to go. See it clear when the shadows are lit, I'm ready to go. I'm taking matters into my own hands now. Let's face it, we only got this life to live out. So follow me, I'm ready to go. I'll take the lead, I'm ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go.
Yes, I'm ready to
Come on, everybody. Come on.
Forgot to hit pause. My gosh. I'm so ready to go for this week. And I promise my friend, your pal Misty, if you don't know her channel, you need to check it out. I'm going to post it in the chat. She has a live stream coming up at 10, and she needs to have a little snacker size break before she goes live. So we're going to get off early here today. Make sure to check out your pal Misty. Get some snacker size in. Leave me a comment. Tell me, what is your favorite kind of snacker size to do? And as always, if you're enjoying this lovely live stream,
Your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come on, your body. Come on, your body. Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come on, your body. Come on, your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come on, your body. Come on, your body.